Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this is war number 2 of season 25. We have a very short war, sorry for no audio in the first half. We only have 3 fights, which is insane. Yeah, I don't know. But first up we have a Tigra on Vigorous Assault with Arc Overload. So I have taken this fight quite a few times. It only really gets sketchy if she's playing very aggressively, or if I play stupid like I did there and got myself cornered. So yeah, I just kind of played terribly at the start of this, as you can see. But I use Archangel for this fight just because he can melt her so easily. And I mean, I've literally done 3 heavy attacks, and she'd have 3 neurotoxins. She's just ticking down 4 heavies. Didn't get a neurotoxin there. I'm just dodging her SP1 though. And I just shut off Arc Overload, so I don't have to deal with the node anymore. And the fight is over. So even though I got hit a few times at the start of there, the fight only took about 40 seconds. So that was a super straightforward fight. Next up, we have a Corvus with Masochism. I didn't really think this fight would be much of a problem at all. So me being a little bit sketchy, I decided to go into Archangel. So I could have quaked this fight. I'm gonna boost, but I'm like, nah, I don't need to. This will be an easy fight. So I was wrong. This fight gets very scary very quickly. So it's just Masochism, so I just have to play around with my debuffs falling off. But what I forgot about was whenever I knock Corvus down here, he's just gonna purify my bleeds. So if I mess up, he just purifies them when I knock him down, and when I his charges come back after, I believe, 4 seconds. I think it's 4. So there go my charges again, and I'm at 19, 20-ish health, because I'm taking so much damage for block, because he has crits for block. So I'm just thinking, this is not going to be my death for the season. This is not going to be the first one. This would be such a stupid death. So I go for the SP3. I'm just thinking I can get as much damage in for my hits here as possible. The stun does land, and here I get 1 neurotoxin. This 1 neurotoxin saves my life. Oh my gosh. And I got a bleed there, so I can get a little bit lucky maybe. And I believe I go for... No, I do not. And I'm just praying and hoping that I can get for this fight. I'm at 18%. Very close. I get the stun. I go for it, except I have to do this SP2 dodge. I nail it. I go in, and I'm just thinking, oh, come on, glaive charges. And he's not awakened, which I did not realize at the time, but I got him down. And next up, we have a Immortal Abomination. And now we have sound. Sorry for the first section. We have an Immortal Abomination. So I just decided to quake this fight. I brought Omega Red as backup just because he is poison immune and he does have good damage output, especially against Buffet. But plan A was to quake it, which I was really hoping I would not need Omega Red. But we just go into Quake to protect, but I ignore that. And then the nodes here are going to be Lionheart and a 15% Buffet. So how Lionheart works is if there's ever a reduction to the healing potency of the defender, I get a degeneration and their healing becomes much more potent. So the problem with this is because Immortal Abomination, these poisons reduces healing rate, and he's constantly healing because of willpower. His willpower healing is ridiculous. He's healing for a 985 a tick, which is insanity. Like, I didn't even realize how insane this placement was. But here he played just insanely passively. I got all 20 of my aftershock charges up. Do not know what that was about. But we were just getting good damage in. I kind of knew this was going to be a long fight once I realized how much willpower healing there was. And there I make a very slight mistake. I got really lucky there, so I lost my dexterity buff, and I forced my heavy down to regain that buff before my aftershocks went away. Because if I would have lost my dexterity buff, he would have healed pretty much back up to full, just because of Lionheart and Buffet and how they interact with each other. Especially when his healing potency is getting reduced by just like 30%, and then it gets like a 400% boost, I believe. Oh, sorry, 300% boost. So it would have been insane if I would have knocked on that dexterity buff. Luckily, he was aggressive when I got back. But we're just kind of back in the flow. There's really no problem here. Like I said, this is a long fight. I'm doing a little over 10% health every aftershock thing, but then he's healing constantly, which just makes the fight even longer. But it's not a hard fight, I would say. And I dropped my heavy again. Here I was just like, okay, let me just get that dexterity buff. So I played it much safer there, but I did lose out on a lot of damage output. Like here, I get a very, very short stun. Luckily he backs off, so it gives me a little bit more time to prepare. And yeah, fight's been going for 2 minutes, almost got him down. Really not a problem at all. Yeah, seriously, the healing is ridiculous in this guy. I didn't really think of how crazy that node matchup would be. But it is pretty crazy. I'm assuming Kingpin would have a similar interaction. I would say not to the same effect, though. But yeah, that is this fight almost over now. He was down 3%, now he's back up to 6%, 7%, but nonetheless, I do get him down. So that was quite a long fight, but we are done with it. Okay, so we did lose this war. It was a pretty close war, but we just had a few too many deaths on our side. I had a pretty minuscule importance in the war. While I did not die, I only took 3 fights. I don't know. I didn't do very much this war. But we did lose, sadly. We are still keeping up Platinum 3-ish, Tier 3. But thank you guys for watching. Catch you in the next video.